Good evening, everybody. This is Not Legal Advice, and I am your host, TINLA. Today we're doing another fantastic episode of It's Friday, Am I in Love? So mind your ears while we get started. Spirit said let's start with a vibe check, so I mixed up two of my decks here, and I'll be honest, they are not always the nicest. So if something good comes out, I promise it's not because I'm aiming for something good. It's just what happens. Let's see. First we have I Only Want You. All right, auspicious start. Thank you for joining me on this Friday evening, or whatever day you happen to be watching this. Timeless reading. All right, let's see. So far we have I want to go with the flow of things and see what happens. And I am obsessed with you. And I swear I saw one that I thought was flipped over, but let's check it out. Nope. Okay, I'm feeling, let's get one more. Let's get one more. All right. Remember, think about whoever it is on your mind, past, present, future. If you're looking for someone, if it's someone you are interested in now or were interested in the past, whoever it is, there we go. Think about that person. We are too different. Okay, so this person may have pulled back in this situation here because they viewed your differences as being too great. Bottom of the deck, it says, I'm not seeing or talking to anyone right now. So I think that they're saying, look, I'm single. And I think they're still thinking about this because they're obsessed with you. They want to see where things go and they only want you. So this one here is like, one of these things is not like the other. This one is totally different, totally out there. And I think really reflects just a little bit of hesitation that the person has. So what I'd like to do next is look at what this person's current energy is. What is the current energy of this person toward my beautiful viewer, please, Spirit? What is the current energy? It's a good vibe, though. I'm not mad at it. I mean, I'm telling you, these two decks have some pretty harsh cards in them. All right, let's get it. Here we go. Current energy is King of Wands. The energy between the two of you is the Star, and the energy that you have, viewer, is the High Priestess. I'm going to look at the recent past. I'm going to get two cards for that. And then I'd like to look at the likely action that is next to occur in this dynamic, as well as the outcome. I'm going to move these up so you can see them. And let us see. I might get some more on the outcome as we go along. All right. Okay, so your person's current energy, I mean, they're feeling pretty good about themselves. And what I find interesting is so do you. You also feel pretty good about yourself. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, look at you. You are here. You are embodying the spirit sort of Persephone, the high priestess. And we can see the pomegranate in her hair here, which is like the coming of spring. So there are things that are good on your horizon. Your energy is very positive and very optimistic. And with spring right around the corner, I am reading this at the end of December 2025. But again, whenever this happens to find you, so be it. This could also indicate that, not only are you personally on the horizon of something positive, but as we approach spring itself, there may be some things happening there that would be good for you. Your person, on the other hand, is also feeling pretty good about him or herself or themselves in that King of Wands energy. This is somebody who I feel like is a little bit, I don't want to say too confident in who they are and the situation, but it's almost like an unearned sense of positivity. Someone who is really got a lot of self-esteem in a way that maybe is a little bit more overblown than it should be. Someone who's very, very proud of him or herself or themselves, which again is not bad. But I mean, look at this. He's on the cheese. The cheese stands alone. This person is above everyone else in a sense. But they are not seeing anyone. They want you. They're obsessed with you, right? We already got that vibe. And between the two of you, we have the Star, which is hope and healing. And what I find interesting about this top panel here is that your person has eyes open. You, viewer, have eyes open. But the Star, there's no eyes open. You're all facing head on, so you're being straight up about things. You're being very upfront. There's no hint of like dishonesty here, but there is this lack of foresight. There's an inability to kind of see where things are headed. I think there's a hope that there's healing and that there's growth and there's positivity, but right now it's just you can't see it, right? And so I think in your own independent lives, you are very strong people, very, very aware people. When it comes to the energy between the two of you, I believe it's still somewhat of a mystery where things are going, but it's a positive mystery in the sense that you both, I think, want some positive outcome. In the recent past, we see the Sun and the Page of Pentacles here. So this, of course, the Sun being a very happy card, this is a very positive combination. So I don't think the people who this reading resonates with, they're not somebody who has had like a really big blowout fight with the person on their mind or, um, you know, some kind of really harsh ending. If there is an ending between the person or people that this is for in the collective, it was more of a, we just need a little bit of distance from each other because we're both working on different things. Again, I'm really getting a sense of you're both very independent and headstrong people in the best possible way. But if there had been an ending, it was not like it was this miserable thing. It was more of like a let's just see where things go, right? That's one of the cards we had at the beginning. you really wanted to each find your own path, your own happiness, come out of this. Like the sun is also a star, we know that, but maybe clarify more, and more specifically that the star you're thinking of is the sun and positivity and a good outcome. And then, of course, the Page of Pentacles is somebody who is, um, learning new things, growing in different ways. This person, as I'm seeing it in this deck, this person is not offering the coin to, this person over here. They're maybe, I know this is like supposed to be Pinocchio-esque, right? And maybe the nose is representing like deceit or something, but I don't feel like that's the case here. I feel like the keys, as you see here, the keys to reaching this sun energy, as you can see, it's facing this way, is both of you becoming whole and thriving on your own and coming back together. And we can see that furthermore with the Nine of Cups energy here and the Queen of Swords. The Nine of Cups is an energy of um, wish fulfillment, right? This is great news. I mean, this is the likely action section that we were looking at here, and you've got the Queen of Swords, which she's, and it's just a she in this deck. Pay no attention to that. The person that is embodying the Queen of Swords energy, or the people, both of you, because I'm seeing both of you are very much, again, strong characters, strong in your own ways. This is an energy of truth. It's Libra energy. It's balance. It's straight shooting, if you will. Somebody who doesn't take any nonsense. And we also have here, it looks like this person is like a griffin on there. So it's giving like ruling the roost, handling your business, epic proportions is what I'm feeling on that. So, also with these rats, which in this card is looking like the cups here, your wish fulfillment is circling around you, quite honestly. You are in a space of clarity, each of you developing clarity, but that clarity is not coming from actively pursuing the wish fulfillment. It's coming from pursuing your own interests and yourselves. And in so doing, you will naturally attract the other person in. And which is really a great energy to be in, really just focusing on yourselves and then letting nature take its course, which I go back to the very beginning here with the let's see where things go. We have in the outcome, and let me get some clarifiers on this. We have some Five of Swords and Eight of Wands. So Five of Swords is often an energy of like, okay, here's how I'm seeing it in this deck. All right. So Five of Swords can be an energy of like sort of dropping your weapons, walking away from a battle, or having a serious conflict that is taking place. In this case, we have Cerberus, the three-headed dog that guards Hades. Um, but this dog, like, even though it's baring its teeth a little bit, like, hey, I'm not messing around here, it's not going to hurt you. I mean, look, we have like basically puppies, like your little puppy faces here, right? This dog beast thing is at rest. It is again at peace. And what I'm also feeling is because we have up here for your energy. Remember, I referenced Persephone. Persephone, it was in Hades, with Hades, the actual god in mythology, during the winter months. And Cerberus, like I said, guarded Hades. So it's almost like you, viewer, have an energy that you're letting down your guard, right? The Cerberus is stepping back a little bit. And as that energy calms down, that I'm feeling a bit of defensiveness and a bit of hidden energy, a bit of, I don't want to say you're playing hard to get or anything, because I don't think it's a game. But as you start to let go and soften up, you may look tough, but the reality is you want that Eight of Wands action. You want that communication. It's good news coming in here when these monkeys are flying in. You could also like the Wizard of Oz, just a side note, but I'm feeling it's more to do with good news coming in or things starting to happen for you, viewer, uh, or things happening like let's just say in this situation as you both kind of let down your guards, right? I mean, let's go a step further with this. I'm sorry, I feel like I need to talk about this more. The puppy on the left, calm. Puppy on the right, calm. Puppy in the middle, teeth bared, right? So it's almost like one of you is the puppy on the right, one of you is puppy on the left. You're both individually calm, but when it comes to the energy between the two of you, it's seen as so powerful that it's almost perceived as a threat. And if this is resonating with you, which I hope it is, because again, I think it's a very positive reading, please go ahead and hit the like button, share your comments with me. I'd love to know what your situation is, share with your friends, etc., etc. Enough of that. Let's find out if there's anything else Spirit wants to say here. All right. All right. We've got the Three of Swords, right? So notice I felt compelled to put this on here. It's almost like there's a wariness to both of you. I think both of you have been through it. I'm seeing two people, like I said, where you're both very strong people. But how do you get strong, right? You gotta push, you gotta face challenges, right? If you're lifting weights, you gotta increase your weights, you gotta push through discomfort to build muscle. And what I'm seeing here is you both are very strong people because you've had your hearts broken before. And Spirit here is reminding you, look, we have autumn leaves, right? There's change in the air, butterflies, again, more change in the air. This is not your typical heartbreak situation. So, even though this is Five of Swords, three heads, three of swords, I think there's a fear on both of your parts that this could be a redo of experiences in the past that have led you to the strong place you are. And I don't think either one of you wants to get back in that. So that being said, I want to get some words of wisdom for you from the universe. So let's see what comes out for you, dear viewers. Again, I appreciate you hanging out on this. It's Friday. I'm in love. Or am I in love? Ugh, that was a slip. I am going to be launching my website at the beginning of the year. So whenever you catch this, maybe it'll be up. It's going to be tinlatarot.com. I'll have some extended readings on there, some membership tiers, as well as some saucy readings I can't put on YouTube. So I'm really looking forward to putting that up for you guys and gals and non-binary pals, as somebody I see on the web says. Okay, we have a coffin, an unexpected union, and the last baby tooth, growth. Okay, so I mean, again, it's just reiterating from the universe. You're both growing in a way that will lead you to this union. But there's, remember, we talked about this. There's a little bit of pain, right? There's a little bit of pain before you can get to the growth, which you have experienced, and now you're ready for that unexpected union. And let's keep going. We have, excuse me. It says, seize the light, ghost, seek a higher truth. Okay, so focusing on your spirituality, focusing on your, I'm feeling like I want to say yoga practice for some reason. Maybe that speaks to some of you specifically, but some of you might be into tarot. I mean, practicing it on your own, not just watching, obviously on YouTube, but focusing on your spirituality. Maybe for you, it's like returning to church if that's a thing that is important to you. Whatever your practice is, going within, meditating, that's part of that growth. All right, we have the grabby ghost. It's out of your control. Let go. That's back to this Queen of Swords energy, right? Focus on yourself and it will come to you. Walking under a ladder. A disrespect will take place. All right, I want to focus on that. Face up, penny, financial prosperity. Of course, there's going to be financial prosperity if you're focusing on your own energy, right? And your own development. I want to come back to this though. Sneeze before breakfast. Loneliness is ending soon. So this is coming full circle, but this walking under a ladder is very unusual. I mean, typically it's considered bad luck, but in this deck, it's saying a disrespect will take place. And I'm feeling like it's a disrespect to the things that you expected. Like you're somebody where you had like a life plan, and maybe your person did too, and things are unfolding in a way that is, well, different than you planned. And I could see that, like that news coming in, the things changing, as feeling almost like a disrespect. Like I had X, Y, and Z lined up. I'm not interested in a relationship with somebody. I don't have time for this, right? I'm too busy living my life and my dream. I wanted to own a house before the age of, whatever, or have kids or not have kids or whatever it is. But definitely unexpected goes back to that coffin card. Let's take a look here. Dreaming of a dead loved one. You will talk to somebody you haven't heard from in a while. So that goes back to that spirituality. Maybe you've lost, I'm hearing a parent or a sibling specifically, maybe a cousin, someone that you respected deeply that you are seeking guidance from because it's all very confusing. Spot a rabbit. It's a good time to trust your intuition. So again, going back to that energy of, spirituality, getting back, not just, you're already kind of aligned. You're very much aligned with like your material goals, both of you. And now it's time to get aligned with the spiritual goals as well. So I think you're almost there. Let's get one more, maybe two, whatever the universe has come out. Let's see. Here we go. We got two. Okay. The poltergeist. You have incredible power. Use it. No doubt. No doubt. Say less. The last page, pure satisfaction. I mean, again, say less. So I'm seeing a really good outcome for you here, my beautiful viewers. Definitely like, subscribe, share, leave me a comment. I really want to know if this resonates for you. I hope the best for you. You are strong people. I can tell in this collective, this particular collective, and the person you're thinking about also a strong, independent person. But I'm feeling like your expectations are getting shaken up, and it's going to be much better than either one of you could have predicted. And not just better than you could have predicted, but like as by focusing on yourself, focusing on your spirituality and your development, your growth, this will happen naturally. This will coagulate, and to say it in a gross fashion, gel on its own. So just give it a little bit of time. You're awesome, and not just for watching me, just generally awesome. Anyway, have a great night. Thanks for joining. Bye.